Today we are going to conduct our experiment on second order network, and the aim of the experiment is to study the time and frequency response of a second order network. Here this is our second order network model, and here we will apply two input, one is sine wave and one is square wave, and this potentiometer is for frequency adjustment, and this one is for amplitude adjustment, and this potentiometer is for damping adjustment. Okay. So in this experiment we have to conduct the two operation. One is step response, another is frequency response. For step response we have to change this switch toward this step input or step sign, and we have to adjust this input to 1 volt peak to peak and observe the output response. After switching on, we can see this kind of response is coming with the damping setting at 0. It is channel 1 is our 1 volt peak to peak, which is input, and channel 2 is like 1.96 volt, which is output. So we have to measure the ITP, means peak voltage, and time TP and T note. Okay. Here I am changing the damping setting, then we can see the peak to peak output is changing. So we have to note down this peak voltage and time taken to reach this peak, and the time taking to complete a half wave. Means we have to note down three parameters from the output waveform. One is ITP, then TP, and one is T naught. Okay. Next is for frequency response. So in this case also we have to peak the input at 1 volt. Here we can see we have already adjusted the input at 1 volt peak to peak. In this case we have to change the frequency from 0 to its maximum and note down the frequency and the output voltage. And we have to do this with different damping setting. If I am keeping a damping setting of 2 or 3, and with this damping setting I have to observe the response of different frequency. The same way I have to do the same process with different damping setting. Okay, here I am keeping this damping setting here 1, 2, 3, 4, and I am changing the frequency then its peak to peak voltage also changing. When I am reducing the frequency, then the channel to output voltage is increasing, and when I am increasing the frequency, then the channel to voltage is decreasing. So we have to note down the frequency of channel 1 and voltage of channel 2, peak to peak voltage, and tabulate the values.